In this week's Do Something With Your Marketing, I want you to dream up something, and then figure out how to make it a reality. One of the problems that we have as marketers, as business professionals in general, is that we get so wrapped up in the day-to-day and the doing things, the operations, the daily grind, the hustle, if you want, that we don't ever stop to think, how could it be different? How could it be better? What could we have that would change the game for us? And it doesn't have to be something big, right? In fact, it's better if it's not something massively big. It's better if something that, what if you could have that thing that would make a substantial change, but in something small, but meaningful? How often do you think, I wish I could change X in my daily routine? For example, I was looking at my organic search stats for my website. And year over year for the last month, it's not been good. It's down a little, right? It should consistently be going up, and it's not. And I can see year over year sort of what pages perform. You know, that's built into Google Analytics. But I really wish that I could see the performance at a page level over time. If you've ever played with spreadsheet software that has a graph called spark lines, where in the spreadsheet, you can make a cell at the end of a data series that does a little graph, like a little bar chart, a little line chart, something like that. And that way you can look across a whole bunch of different rows and see the little charts along the way. And it'd be cool to be able to have something like that, because I would like to know, I wish I had a tool that would show me what individual pages on my website have caused increases or decreases in my overall organic search performance. I'd like to know that over time, month over month, if I could see every single page on my site and how many organic searches it got. This doesn't exist, right? It's not in Google Analytics. I looked. It's not anywhere, but the data is there. The data is in the Google Analytics API. So I have to build it. I have to make this thing using whatever tools make the most sense. I'm probably going to do it in the R programming language, because I think the way to do it is going to be tricky. And it's going to basically take a really long table and have to make it a wide table. And R is the easiest way to do that, for me personally. You may have different tools that you prefer. I know some of the off-the-shelf complicated visualization tools like Tableau can do it natively. But I have to build it. I have to make this thing. But here's the thing. Before I could build this thing, I had to wish for it. I had to create it in my head. And we don't give ourselves enough time for that. Right? We don't think to ourselves, I wish I had this thing that would solve this problem. That's where product development comes from, right? That's where innovation comes from. I have a problem. I want to solve my problem, and I'm going to, I will, if it's a problem that's worth solving, I'll solve it, right? You're the same way. If there's a problem you really want solved, you'll figure out a way to solve it. But we have to wish it. We have to wish for it. We have to think of it. We have to dream it up. There's a expression, thought becomes word, becomes deed, right? It's a Buddhist thing, but pretty universally applicable. So thinking the thing, telling you about the thing, and then making the thing are sort of the ways to bring something to life. So what I want you to do this week in your own marketing, as you're going through your day, find a few minutes at lunchtime, on your commute, wherever you happen to be, and wish for something, right? What could you wish for? What do you wish for? And then figure out how to make it reality. What are the things that you need to do, or the things you need to have in order to make that thing manifest in the world? And it doesn't have to be technical, right? It doesn't have to be a piece of code or something. It can be something procedural. It can be something process-based. It can be something strategic. I wish I had a framework for telling somebody how to build better video content. You come up with a framework like the Transmedia Content Framework, something that we use all the time at Trust Insights. I wish this thing were better. Right? Take anything that you do. What would you wish for if you wish you could make something better? I used to have this framework for overall marketing planning called STEM: Strategy, Tactics, Execution, Metrics, Measurement. And I recently was thinking about it, and like, it's okay, but it's not great. And I came up with STORM, which is strategy, tactics, and execution, organization, resources, and measurement. Because organization addresses the people, right? And resources addresses the process, along with tactics. And that gives us a more complete picture and addresses a lot of the obstacles that I've been running into doing customer work. Very often, it's not a technology problem that's the problem. It's a people problem. So whether there's not enough people or it's the wrong people. So I wished for a better framework and figured out how to put one together. So dream up something, wish for something, and then make it a reality. That's what I want you to do in this week's Do Something With Your Marketing. Try that out and see what you come up with that could make your work life and one particular process in your work life so much better. As always, please leave your comments below, subscribe to the YouTube channel and the newsletter, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Want help solving your company's data, analytics, and digital marketing problems? Visit trustinsights.ai today and let us know how we can help you.